Hello and welcome back to our channel. I'm David.
And I'm Robert.
And we are Those Two Psycho Dudes. Today's video is all about Black Orchard.
Black Orchard is located in Shelbyville, Kentucky, in Red Orchard Park, which is nestled just between Louisville, Kentucky, and Lexington, Kentucky.
With that being said, before we go any further in this video, I do want to tell everybody that this is a touch house. What does that mean? It means just how it sounds. They will touch you. Granted, it is what I would consider a light touch. So that means they may just touch your arm, your head, play with your hair, stuff like that. In all honesty, when we went, I didn't really get touched hardly at all. At the beginning, I had one scare actor slightly bump into me. But that was about it.
I didn't get touched at all.
So just know that they can touch you. Depending on when you go, you may or may not have them coming after you. But we just wanted to let you know because this is not on their website anywhere that we could find as them being advertised as a touch place. That being said, let's go ahead and go into their prices.
They have a general admission for $25. You go in, it's a straight curvy line. But what I would really recommend is the $40 Fast Pass. When we went, it was almost a 2-hour wait for general admission. We got the Fast Pass and we were literally the next one in.
And we got there not really too late after they opened. I would say 20-30 minutes after they opened. That's when they had the 2-hour line. And the only reason why we know it was a 2-hour line is because we were legit told when we were buying our tickets, hey, that's the regular general admission line. Just to let you know, it is about 2 hours right now that you'll be just standing and waiting. So yeah, as Robert said, I would absolutely advise getting the Fast Pass to this place. Honestly, you will not regret it at all.
No. And their other option is the $60 VIP straight to the front of the line. You give them the $60 and you are the next one in.
With that being said, let's talk about their story a little bit. Real quick, I want to read to you their storyline that they have straight on their website. Their website is theblackorchardhaunt.com. We will link their website in the description below as well, just so you can go and look at their website, which we do advise. We'll talk about that a little bit later in the video. But real quick, let me tell you the story that they have written. After Silas was captured by the police for murder, consumption, and the sale of human body parts, his highly esteemed and deeply religious brothers, Stitch and Theodore, are called to restore the damage done to the family and reclaim the family business. Brother Stitch made the decision to leave his Deep South congregation with his brother Theodore to guide his family on the greater path. Many of his loyal congregation followed with the promise of steady work and food. When it became apparent that there was not enough work or food to go around, Brother Theodore and half the congregation separated within the compound due to a difference of opinion and how to maintain and thrive in their new home. While Stitch tried to run the business legally and fairly, Theodore looked to the vultures occupying the old barn for inspiration. Theodore ordered his followers to follow the birds in search of food and eat the scraps that they left behind. They came to the conclusion that these birds were sent from the higher to guide them on their path to salvation. Theodore began to see that Silas, while crude in his ways, may have been onto something all along. Flesh is the key to open the gates of eternal wealth, and the family shall give the messengers from the higher plenty. Over time, madness and hunger drove Brother Stitch and his sect to see things eye to eye with his brother. He uses his charm and charisma to cover up the murders of the locals that are sacrificed to the birds, and thus, Chapter 2 begins. Honestly, this place really reminds me of another house, actually at a theme park called Kings Island in Mason, Ohio. It reminds me of their house called Slaughterhouse. I just found so many similarities between it. That being said, it's really great. They have asked us at this time to not really give any spoilers, as they were working on new additions to the haunt for this upcoming haunt season. And because of that, we also don't have any video to show you. However, if you do want to see a video from a previous season that was recorded, then please go look up Dorky Dude on YouTube. His videos are great as well. Great shout out to him. He's just an overall awesome person. Go subscribe to him as well. You will not be sorry with the videos that he posts. They are absolutely awesome. They're very entertaining. There are a lot of them. How he does it is he goes through and he also shows his face for his reactions live while going through it. And some of his reactions are just absolutely priceless.
You will die laughing.
That being said, since we aren't going to be giving any spoilers, I do want to say the props are absolutely amazing. There is one prop I really want to talk about, but like I said, they asked us not to give any spoilers, and I don't know if it was there in the past or not, because we've only been this one time. But this one prop just absolutely blew me away. I've never seen anything like it before. It was awesome, and it made me literally stop dead in my tracks. Everything about that place was absolutely amazing, top tier, even for out of season. It really, in my opinion, it did not feel out of season at all. It felt like we were in the middle of October going through this house, and it was just warm. However, obviously it's July as of this recording, so it is definitely not cool outside. It was easily high 80s when we went through.
And that was it after 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it was around, I want to say like 9:30 when we went. But yeah, their stuff is just very well done. Very long maze too. It felt like, in all honesty, that we were in there longer than 30 minutes. I don't remember exactly how much it was.
I would have said close to 45 myself.
Yeah, it's that well done. The interaction with their actors was just awesome. There's one that he did such an amazing job, really sold the part. It really felt like you were somewhere else, just in this compound, and the way they portrayed their characters was just, I cannot say high enough words.
I can't either.
This honestly was one of my most favorite places that I have been. And that includes everywhere that I went last year for the haunt season. This will be, honestly,
Top 3 for me.
I honestly, believe it or not, and I haven't told you this yet,
No.
I don't know if I would put it at first or second place. It's tied with another place that we did last year. Before we started all of this, it was just that well done. That being said, what we went through, it is part of it is indoors and part of it is outdoors. So when we started, we went down this trail and we ended up walking up to the barn. And then eventually we went into the barn, and I don't really know how big that barn really was, but it's very deceiving.
Yeah. Because you'd imagine a regular sized barn, you're going to get through pretty quickly.
5-10 minutes at most. But most of it took place inside this barn, and when you see the barn, when you walk up on it, you only see one side of it, and it doesn't really look that tall either. It looks, I don't know, maybe 30 feet tall from the ground up to the highest peak on the roof.
Yeah, and I mean, we didn't go up a lot of stairs or anything like that.
I don't think there were any stairs. Granted, it is on uneven ground, so as far as with mobility issues, do watch out for that, especially the outside part. It is on uneven terrain. So just be careful. Take your time going through it. If you need help, they will definitely help you. I have no doubt about that at all. But yeah, the barn, even when you left the barn, I remember I turned around and looked because I was surprised at how much they packed into it. And I tried to take a peek around the corner, and how they have everything set up, I couldn't even see the other side of the barn, so I couldn't tell how long it was. So it could be this massive building, or who knows, maybe they did so well with their set design that maybe part of it was outside of the barn, we just didn't notice it, and we re-entered again. I have no clue. I'm the type of person that normally pays attention to that type of stuff. I look around, I look to see how high their walls are, all this stuff, because I'm just like that. I want to know how people come up with this type of stuff, because I find it as a real art form. And they did such an amazing job at keeping my eye level down that I completely forgot to even, I remember looking up maybe twice. And you could tell we were definitely in a barn.
Yeah.
But other than that, they do such a good job at keeping your attention and just keeping you engaged in everything with their story. I would absolutely highly recommend this place. Like I said, go online, search Black Orchard, check their website. Well, like I said, have the link down below. You do want to check out the website. The reason being is because they actually, as of this recording, do not have any dates or times posted. I think they are still trying to work that out. The only date that they had has already passed. That was the summer event of the 15th and 16th, I believe, from July. It was one weekend only, 2 nights, and then that was it until the regular season. So please do check their website regularly if you want to be informed on when they open, what their times are. We know the prices, we know those aren't going to change, right. But as far as that, we really don't know anything else. I don't know what other events they do. I don't know if they do anything for other holidays or not. We just kind of, I think you just stumbled on top of this one when we were looking to go back for Malice Manor.
Yeah, I was looking up Malice Manor dates and times, and it just happened to be a little link on the side that said Black Orchard Haunt. I'm like,
Right, and then he told me about it, and in all honesty, I I didn't plan on going to this place. I figured, oh no, we'll go and do Malice, and that'll be it because of the drive. It's a long drive for us to get all the way out there. But we got through with Malice, and I wasn't quite ready to go home, and I was like, you know what? It's like 40 minutes from Malice Manor, depending on traffic, road conditions, all that stuff. And we just decided, why not? Let's go check out this place. And boy, am I glad that we did. We would have missed something special.
It was amazing.
Like I said, I don't know if I want to place this as my absolute favorite that I've ever been to or second, because it was really that good. The story is very captivating. I really don't have anything else really other than just amazing things to say about it.
Right, and I mean, I would drive 4 hours.
Oh, absolutely.
Just to get back into this place. And that was how good it was for me personally.
This is coming from someone who last year drove 6 hours in one day to go to another haunted house. The reason being is because I had to drive to his house, pick him up, drive all the way out to another haunted house, come all the way back, drop him off, and then drive all the way back home. Like I said, round trip. I was driving for 6 hours that day. It was a full day event. And if I had to drive that far to go here, I would do it no questions. I would plan it.
Yeah. It's the one that he's talking about is in my top 10, but it's nowhere near as high as this place is.
No. Yeah, this, without giving much away, I would say you have to go see this place. Find time, make time to do it. Even if you have to make like a little weekend out of it, depending on where you live. Drive up, fly wherever you're from, get a hotel, spend the night, go see this place.
It will be worth it.
It absolutely, and like I said, it is well worth the fast pass as well. The higher tiers, we feel like is literally really well worth it. Other places, we all say, we don't feel like their fast pass or their upsells are really all that worth it. But this place, you want it. I'll be honest, I knew absolutely nothing going into it really. And since I was the one driving, I couldn't really look at my phone and read things. So I was just absolutely shocked going into it, because it was just so well done, especially for a summer event. They pulled out all the stops. I don't know how they did it, I'll be honest. It was that great. Please remember to like, share, comment, all that stuff. Tell your friends about us. We are still trying to grow this page. We have quite a bit more, especially once the haunt season comes up. We are trying to finalize some of our schedule. We may or may not release it, I don't know, but definitely once haunt season starts, there'll definitely be videos coming. That being said, you can also support us on Patreon if you feel like it. We have subscriptions starting at as low as $1 a month. We have different tiers. Go check it out. The link for that will be down below. Also, stay tuned, because we are working on merchandise, and I actually just recently got a test shirt. So as you can see, it has our name across the top, a house. We have bats on the sleeves. We're looking at t-shirts and hoodies, definitely. Looking at different designs as well. Here's the back of it. Things aren't officially finalized. Like I said, this is just a test shirt. But please stay tuned. Once I finalize all that, get that all worked out, I will update it. I may even make a video about it all. Yeah, don't forget to check out our other social media pages, Facebook, Instagram. Just search those two psycho dudes. And until next time, happy hunting.